911, what's the location of your emergency?
Hi, 4911 America Street, New Orleans, Louisiana. He's going crazy. His name is Joseph. Can you please hurry? I'm at work.
What's going on?
He's screaming on the phone. I heard the kid screaming. He's screaming on the phone. Y'all have to just break through the door before anything happens, please.
Who is he?
His name is Joseph. He's the father of my kids. We are separated, but we loved each other. He's my ex-husband.
Okay, so he called you on the phone and you heard your children screaming?
Yes, ma'am. Can you please, like, they started screaming. He was threatening people. He said he about to burn the house on fire. Can you just please hurry?
I love them more than I love my life. They was my everything. I did everything for them. Everything was about them. Every day that I breathe, I sleep, they were for me. And I felt like I failed them, but they were my babies. And I have to face the fact that I can't have them every day. Y'all know mommy coming. I know y'all are looking for me. Mommy coming around the corner. Okay, Jojo? Okay, Jayla? Okay, Avery, mommy coming for you. I always fight because Jojo, Jayla, and Avery gonna live. No matter what, they gonna live for me. And I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure my baby.
I have children. It's a terrible way to lose your children. Yep. And it's a terrible, you think you're leaving your family in the arms of daddy that could do them some good justice. Look what happened. So something had to happen to him.
Words cannot capture the chilling psyche of an individual, let alone a father, who would commit the unimaginable act of setting fire to a house where his own children resided. This inferno claimed the lives of all his offspring and reduced the once habitable habitat for humanity home to a state of irreparable ruin. The fury, the violence, the sheer brutality he harbored for the mother of his children were mercilessly unleashed upon his defenseless, innocent, and precious offsprings. As we delve into this harrowing narrative, entwined with themes of domestic abuse, murder, unbridled rage, and profound sorrow, it is crucial to recognize that while Joseph Washington biologically fathered 3 children and his previous marital connection to Amy Downsaru, the mother of his kids and a victim of his abuse throughout their marriage, Washington should be forever stripped of the title of father. A true father is meant to provide, protect, and unconditionally love his children. Joseph, however, gravely failed in his paternal duties. Instead, he preyed upon the vulnerability of his own flesh and blood, callously snuffing out their lives. There exists a modern phrase among the youth that aptly describes malevolent individuals committing sinister deeds in the dark of night, and it fittingly applies to this dreadful scenario. Joseph Washington was truly on demon time. Welcome to the American Crime, Femicide channel. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for future video uploads. In the grim chronicle of Amy Downsaru and Joseph Washington's relationship, darkness reigned supreme. After a period of dating, the couple formalized their union in marriage back in 2014. Over the next 5 years, this union bore 3 innocent souls into the world. Joseph Washington, born on September 29, 2015, was the first of their offspring, followed by Jayla Washington in 2018, and Avery Washington in 2020. These 3 children were brimming with boundless energy, their playful laughter resonating throughout the household, and their vibrant lives serving as a testament to the joy they brought into their parents' lives. They were the precious fruits of a union tainted by the malevolence that lurked within. Tragically, the abuse that Amy endured at the hands of Joseph within the confines of their home transcended mere domestic strife. Neighbors and family members bore witness to the unspeakable cruelty Joseph inflicted upon her.
There have been several reports of domestic abuse here at the home. It had gotten so bad that neighbors in this area knew that if they saw the lights flickering at the home to call the police on the mom's behalf.
Court documents, etched with tales of torment, marked the harrowing journey that culminated in a divorce and the issuance of a protective order by a judge.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
It's 4911 America Street, New Orleans, Louisiana. A past history of domestic violence, but he's like sitting me threatening if I come back to the house and my kids are still there, and he's saying that he will leave them in the house, and he's telling me not to come back to the house. If I come back to the house, he's going to kill me.
Here's what we've uncovered so far. Joseph Washington has a lengthy history of abuse. That started in 2015 with his then wife and mother of the 3 children. Washington was convicted of domestic abuse and battery at least twice in 2016 and was arrested on the same charges in 2018. In 2018, the mother filed for a restraining order against Washington, claiming he repeatedly hit and choked her and often attacked her while she was holding the children. In that document, the mother wrote, quote, Joseph said, quote, "Who should I kill first, you or the kids?" Then he started to choke me, push me back against the wall after he threw me on the floor while the baby was in my hands and repeated to choke me. He dragged me to the back to look for his gun, and when he couldn't find it, he said, quote, "I don't need a gun to kill you." I made an escape to the front of the door to scream for help. The mail lady called the police. In the divorce filing a year later, it states that after the mother got out free, the kids were still inside, stating, quote, "The defendant Washington then yelled out to the petitioner, the mother, that he will set the house on fire. The defendant then turned the stove on, causing the smoke to fill the house by the time police arrived. He was then arrested when police arrived. The judge then granted the divorce and gave the mother full custody.
Amy's divorce from Washington reached its conclusion in 2019, and while a probation order loomed, it remains a haunting enigma how Joseph continued to have access to their 3 children and Amy. As a single, hard-working mother, Amy may have been compelled to seek assistance in caring for her children while she toiled to provide for them. However, what is unequivocal is Joseph's festering resentment over Amy's unwavering refusal to rekindle their tumultuous romantic relationship. After years of unrelenting abuse, an arson attempt, and chilling threats to annihilate Amy and their children, Joseph tragically transformed his malevolent promises into horrific realities. On the ominous night of October 18, Amy's frantic call for help shattered the silence. At 11:54 p.m., while returning home from work, she beseeched immediate assistance, her voice quivering with terror. She relayed the horrifying truth that her ex-husband, later identified as Joseph Washington, was menacingly poised to set her home ablaze, with their 3 young children ensnared within its fiery grip. Yet, the NOPD units remained tragically unavailable, and 26 agonizing minutes would pass before the police finally arrived. By the time the authorities reached the scene, a sinister conflagration had devoured half of the house. Firefighters, braving the inferno, discovered one of the children lifeless near the center of the once happy home, with 2 others found unconscious near the front door.
Once I hit the end of my hall, you could just see the house engulfed in flames. And all I could think about is, where are the kids? I saw that mom outside and I'm yelling, "Where's the kids?" And she said they're inside, and we're yelling to the fire department, "You got to get the babies out of the house."
It's so unreal, talking to the neighbor who said he had the kid in his arms as the kid, was given to EMS. Seeing the house is sad. It shows what some of these kids are dealing with, at home.
The agony was unbearable as all 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl, were ultimately declared deceased.
This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. I just can't imagine being her right now and dealing with this, losing my children.
Fleeing the scene in a black Dodge Charger, the vehicle Joseph had commandeered was later discovered submerged in the murky depths of the Mississippi River. Joseph himself was subsequently located and arrested.
What led to him being arrested? They say they worked throughout the night, starting at midnight when this crime took place, to try and find him. The first clue they got, we're going to show you on your screen right now. That is his car. You're going to see right there. It's partially in the Mississippi River in Gretna. Police did not specify how that car ended up there, but they did confirm that was his car found near the ferry terminal in Gretna. The second thing is the location where he was captured. They say after they eventually found him, they found him on the I-610 on-ramp. That's near Elysian Fields right there. They say he jumped off of that on-ramp trying to get away from them. He eventually injured himself when he jumped off of that on-ramp before being taken to UMC for treatment.
Joseph Washington's initial court appearance, following his arrest, bore witness to the horrific nature of his crimes. A magistrate judge, Commissioner J. Daniels, elevated his charges, branding these heinous acts as a chilling, textbook case of first-degree murder. The charges escalated from second-degree to first-degree murder, and Joseph Washington was denied bond on these gravest charges. He also faced additional bond amounts, each set at $500,000, for charges of cruelty to a juvenile and aggravated arson. If convicted, Joseph faces death by lethal injection. In the aftermath of this unfathomable ordeal, condemnation of Joseph and his unspeakable actions reverberated through the voices of many, including his own family.
Now our world is turned upside down because they was nothing but angels. Tell her to go to work, I'm gonna watch the kids and them separated. And then you call and tell her, I'm killing the kids and burning on the house.
There shouldn't be nothing in his brain to ignite that kind of behavior. Just have to concern ourselves with this mother that's in the hospital right now. She's in a devastated state. She's gonna need a lot of help. She's gonna need a lot of care.
I see them on that post. I see them. I'm gonna always see them. It's tattooed in my brain. I'm gonna always see them.
A somber candlelight vigil drew more than 100 mourners who gathered to honor the children's memory. Prayers and sentiments were shared as tears flowed freely for the victims and their bereaved family. Amy, overwhelmed by grief, found her voice amidst the crowd's solemn silence, her words etching a heart-wrenching narrative.
I love them more than I love my life. It was my everything. I did everything for them. Everything was about them. Every day that I breathe, I sleep, they were for me. And I felt like I failed them.
The cries of a mother hurting beyond measure.
But they were my babies, and I have to face the fact that I can't have them every day.
Now, without her 3 small children.
Y'all know Mommy coming. I know y'all looking for me. Mommy coming around the corner. Okay, Jojo? Okay, Jayla? Okay, Avery, Mommy coming for you. I'm gonna always fight because Jojo, Jayla, and Avery gonna live. No matter what, they're gonna live through me, and I'm gonna make sure of it. I'm gonna make sure my baby.
Friday night, hundreds of people remembered the children at a park just down the street from the home, as a memorial across the road from the house continues to grow.
My youngest daughter here, that was her classmate, the youngest 3-year-old baby, so we're just coming out, in representation of the classroom.
Despite the pain, their mother is showing courage.
I would never give up on them. I'm gonna fight for them.
Hearing the mother, I mean, it's, I don't know if anyone can even try to understand what she could be going through.
In Jesus' name, we release him.
Balloons filling the evening sky as New Orleans wraps their arms around this family.
A GoFundMe campaign, established to support the family, has garnered nearly $45,000 in contributions. While this financial aid can never replace the precious lives lost, the shattered home, or the cherished mementos scattered amid the ruins, it serves as a beacon of hope amidst this dark abyss. We implore you to keep Amy and her family in your thoughts and prayers. Rest in peace, Jojo, Jayla, and Avery. May their souls find solace.